Did you know that women always look for the same 12 things in men? That's right. At the end of the day, there are a few traits that have the power to sway just about any woman there is. Call them their weaknesses, actually, because a man possessing all 12 is an irresistible one. What are those traits? You'll find out in today's video. Number 12. Someone with dedication. Ask a woman what she wants in a man, and you'll get a variety of answers. The one thing, though, that they're all searching for in a partner, something they're not ready to compromise on at all, would be dedication. Here's the thing. A man with dedication shows up in various forms. Say it's a guy who's at the gym 6 days a week and focused on bettering his physical health. On the other hand, it could also be a guy who's trying to climb up the corporate ladder. See? Dedication isn't the same for everyone. The question, though, is why is it a weakness for women when it comes to a man? Someone with drive presents as someone who has their eyes on the prize, are in it for the long haul, and won't give up when things get tough. That's essentially the trifecta of what a woman wants when she's searching for a guy. Words to the wise. She'll ask you about your daily routine or goals in the first conversation, just to gauge at how committed you really are. So be sure to put your best foot forward and come across as someone who not only is familiar with a challenge, but enjoys them too. Number 11. Someone older. Do you know about the George Clooney effect? This one is for the older guys tuning in. You'd be happy to know that your heyday isn't behind you. If anything, it's only just begun. Now, why would a woman search out an older man? This isn't to say that women only want older men, but the George Clooney effect showcases how women like men who present as more mature than the lot. What comes to your mind when you think of the famous Hollywood actor? He seems respectful, attentive, financially secure, and altogether very well put. Those are the things that'll sway any woman your way. You just have to show them that you're someone who's not like the other guys. No, you have a purpose. You're smart enough to know what you want in life, and you're about to go and get your best life. Of course, with her in it. This mindset comes across in your personality, even during the very first conversation. A man who's mature and respectful is someone who won't even have to try to get a woman's attention. They'll be the ones lining up to get his, though. Number 10. High-status men. A high-status or a high-value man is someone who prioritizes themselves and checks off all the things off their to-do list before they go off looking for a partner. No, this isn't the same as being arrogant. You're just a guy who values his time and effort and wants the best possible outcomes for yourself. Women love that in a man. People will have you believe that the only way to get a woman's attention is to text her, call her. Otherwise, be very, very available so she can make her decision. A high-value man makes his own decisions. He's upfront and honest about the sort of life that he lives, and what would be required from a partner when it comes to compatibility. You'd think that this limits a high-value man when it comes to finding someone of equal caliber. That's not true. In fact, women do not like a man who comes off as desperate. They want someone who respects themselves, and by virtue of that, would respect them just the same. Number 9. Caring toward pets. Sometimes, winning hearts is a lot easier than you think. Something that women find irresistible in men is them being caring toward pets and children. Why's that? Everyone is having the time of their lives with their friends, and it's clear when someone's trying to impress you and on high alert. With pets and kids, though, you need to have dedication, adoration, and patience. Women find men who exhibit traits that show them as perfect partners, providers, and overall someone they can lean on as the best of the best. So if you need to get a woman's attention, focus on her weakness that's definitely going to sway them, and that's you being caring and compassionate towards pets and kids. Number 8. The bad boy. People will have you believe that women are attracted to men who possess toxic traits. That's in fact not the truth. Toxicity isn't something to be admired, and women will not come back for a second conversation if you bombard them with toxic traits in the first. That being said, they do like a bad boy. It might seem like these two things have to go hand in hand. How can you be a bad boy without being toxic, right? When we say bad boy, however, we don't mean anything besides the persona of one. That's the air of confidence that they have surrounding them and the look in their eyes that commands attention. A better way to phrase this would be that women like men who are in control of themselves and their surroundings. These men aren't scared to speak up. They have their own set of rules and morals, and would never compromise them for anyone. Someone with that much heart, even as a bad boy, would win hearts everywhere he goes. Number 7. Comedians. Here's a little tip for you. The best way to know that you've gotten a woman's attention is by looking down at her feet. Yes, in a subtle way, of course. If her feet are pointed toward you, then she's engrossed in the conversation and wants to hear more. If they're facing another way, then she can't wait for your train of thought to end for her to make up an excuse and leave. How do you keep her engaged? Well, you target another one of her weaknesses, and that's comedy. Everyone loves to laugh, and women find men who are funny to be ahead of the curve. If the conversation is lighthearted and fun, she'd want more of it, so much that the night would end, but she'd still be giggling. Of course, you need to know when to shift between the comedian and your everyday self. You can't be overly reliant on jokes because there is a thing as too much of a good thing. Use this weakness of theirs at your own risk. Number 6. Keeps us cool. You get to see someone for who they really are when they've met with a challenge. In this case, some women like to test men and give them little challenges. The goal is to see who loses their mind and who keeps their cool. The challenges aren't even that hard. They're often solved by just being attentive. Who do you think they're most compelled to text after the fact? The guy who lost his marbles? Or the one who didn't break a sweat? Number 5. Goal-oriented with a sense of purpose. 2 things a woman wants in a man: goal-oriented and has a sense of being. These traits single ambition, reliability, and determination, which are highly attractive qualities. Men should work on setting clear goals and staying focused on their passions, demonstrating dedication and drive. By cultivating these attributes, men not only enhance their appeal, but keep improving the quality of their own lives too. It's a win-win situation. Number 4. Someone with high morals. Women are frequently attracted to men with high morals, as these traits reflect integrity, trustworthiness, and respect. A man with strong ethical principles demonstrates a commitment to doing what is right, even when faced with challenges. This reliability and honesty creates a sense of security and respect in relationships. Men should strive to uphold their values consistently, showing kindness, fairness, and responsibility in their actions. By embodying high morals, men not only foster deeper, more meaningful connections, but also establish a strong foundation for lasting partnerships built on mutual respect and admiration. Number 3. Not needy, leaving her wanting. What separates you from the other guys? In a way, she's the one who's trying to get your attention. Women don't want someone who's needy and at their hip all the time. Something that they do want, however, is a guy who lives his own life separate from her, too. This means that you both aren't with each other 24/7. You leave her wanting to know more, to engage more. Women aren't swooned by double text. Remember that. Number 2. Direct and upfront. Mind games are a thing of the past. We're living in the 21st century now, and women just want men to be honest. It's a desirable trait, but they're often left wanting. Be the sort of guy who's able to confront his feelings and emotions, not beat around the bush and say it as it is. Sometimes you might say something that's in conflict with what she's saying, but that doesn't matter. After all is said and done, she'll look at you with renewed affections, all because you decided to be direct and upfront. There couldn't be anything better. Number 1. Has a good work-life balance. Women are drawn toward men who know when to focus on a better future for themselves and their partners, and when to switch it off and focus on having a good time. That's something that all women are searching for in a man. Simply, a good work-life balance. You need to be able to give your 100% to the situation you're in. So when you're at work, you need to dedicate yourself solely to your work. On the other hand, when you're with her, you need to direct all of your energy toward her. That's the key to getting her love. Really, it's that easy. What are some traits you think women find irresistible in men? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you back here for another video.